Hello, we are going to be playing some Elite Dangerous today. Nice beta game that we have going here. Looks like we're currently on 3.03. I last popped into this about beta level 2, I believe. Between beta 1 and beta 2, there was obviously the usual type of reset you run into. And then from 2 to 3, there was another reset. So I do enjoy playing this game. I'm trying not to get too heavily involved in it right now. For the simple fact that it's beta, it keeps wiping, so what's the point in getting overly familiar with everything and enjoying it too much when it's about ready to disappear again for a little bit. So I did grab a mission already. I'm heading to Ibutis. I'll go ahead and get my drive locked out to that. As you can see, the interface is interesting. You actually look over at your various things that you want to change or do. Look at your cargo, your different functions, whatever, the different controls and hatches and life support and things like that. So I'll go ahead and be launching here momentarily, and then we'll have a little mission. The launching, I have a configured voice attack for a large portion of this. And then I grabbed a voice module for it because I didn't like the default one Windows came with. I was surprised it sounded terrible. Once I disengage, oh, somebody was over here. I see a vapor trail. Once I disengage, I'll start kicking in some voice commands. We'll get moving. Takes a little bit to disengage, though.
Ship released. Engines engaged.
Feedback gear. Doesn't always kick in. Feedback landing gear. Feedback landing gear.
Landing gear toggled.
There we go. Good turbo function there. I have to get away from the station. A lot of people do that. That's what the trails were earlier. Alright. Once I get mass lock off, here we are. Feedback engage.
Drive charging.
I always enjoyed Witch Space in this game. The original and this one. The original game, one of the few early memories I have. An amazing game. Just really pioneered so much in the way of open universe, I should clarify. Looks like we're getting ready to head out the other end of the tunnel here momentarily. There we go. I hate that it always points you straight at the sun. A little disconcerting. It's like, please don't fling into the ball of fire. I'm going to the Mare Stellar Research Station. So there we are. Lock in. Hit my target. We're now in hyperdrive mode, so I'm currently going, if you look on the right hand side here towards the center, I'll kind of try to focus on it a little. I'm currently going at 17C, so 17 times the speed of light. And then, as you can see in my distance there, it's just measuring in light seconds how long it'll take me to get there. So, we're a little bit of a distance right now. It'll take just a little bit of time to get over there. So far I'm not really seeing much in the way of other people. There are people obviously in the game, but they haven't really interacted too much with me. Yeah, here's a system authority vessel. For lack of better terminology, it's a cop. And they're just kind of happily doing their own thing. The cops pull you over in this game constantly. So if you're in a system that has law enforcement, in other words, they actually have some sort of legal system, not all of them do, then you can pretty much expect to get pulled over constantly. It's kind of how they maintain such high orders. They're constantly searching people. The interdictions are a little funny, though, because it just kind of yanks you off into space. Unidentified signal source. There's one of the high traffic areas, Ibutis. A lot of people go over that way. This research station I'm heading to is not as common of a contact. Got a couple of haulers, just random people hauling things from point A to point B. Could be a person, could be an AI. A large number of people have started naming in-game characters after family members or people that have passed away. So it's entirely possible that's someone's former family member. Cobra Mark III, pretty much the epitome of what people want for mercenary vessel work. Enough cargo to hold some stuff, and can hold some pretty heavy equipment too. Those things are dangerous. That's what the original Elite game focused around, was your Cobra Mark III, one of the more powerful ships in the game. Just because of how versatile it was, more than anything. Going 170 some odd C so far. I may need to slow down here a little bit in just a moment. Now, one of the things I do notice about the game, you'll see my speed starting to drop off. That's actually not me. The game automatically starts tethering down your speed a little bit the closer you get to your destination. It estimates I'll get there in about 50 seconds, but you notice the timer's kind of pausing for significant windows. That's because it's adjusting my speed down as I approach the target. They're unidentified signal source. I'm probably shoot right past that one though. I'll go by this one so quick it won't be funny. Hopefully they don't near-dick me, end up slamming into them. Another one. There's a lot of different signal sources out here. People, AIs, everything, all the above. Getting a little bit closer. As you can see, the speed's starting to drop off significantly now. Oh, Sidewinder. That's what I'm in. The Sidewinder is the starting vessel in this game. It's okay in a dogfight. It's got pretty good maneuverability. Not really a whole ton of storage, though. There we are. Now we're starting to get in a little further. A lot of people slam on the brakes when they get to this distance. I usually do a couple of loops. Yes, he's already complaining about my speed. What I'll do is I'll slow down a little, and then I'm going to use my ability to pivot my head and watch the location as I loop it probably about twice. Do a light slingshot orbit is usually what my plan is. Now the only negative to that is you gotta watch that you don't accidentally slam into the planet. Oh, maybe I did brake down a bit. They have made some adjustments to your braking speed and capabilities, so looks like it might work a little. Are these all identified? Yep. Hey, that's not so bad. Easing in quite a bit. Very nice. Should be able to drop out here in a moment. Latency. The only thing I hate about this is sometimes when you get all these unidentified signals, you get a little latency spike. It's giving me that ETA about 4 seconds. Not too fast. Slow down. Here we go. I'm gonna have to loop it. There we go. Here we go. Ease it back. I'm starting to get in. Feedback disengage.
Disengaging warp commander.
There we are. Should drop me in pretty close to the station. You'll notice a little latency spike that you get here too. They disguise it as you dropping out of warp, but it's actually you connecting to the instance that is your local space station. It's kind of an interesting little spin on the dynamic. Just here for a second. Do I have any contacts nearby? Oh, Let's double check that. Nope, just the station. You can sneak in, and you can sneak around. You do have to ask for permission to dock. That is a key thing. If you don't, the station will shoot you repeatedly. There's not really a whole lot of leniency they give you on docking procedure. Either you dock properly or you're dead. I'm not quite familiar with this particular docking type. Oh, here we are. It's over here on the other side. I'm used to the classic elite docking, where you have the different shapes and sizes of stations. Feedback full stop. There we go. Where are we at? Oh, not bad at all. I actually got pretty close. A little bit of Newtonian physics on the speed. So if I'm going slower, it requires a greater effort to pivot. Versus if I am going at a much higher clip, that means I can't pivot as quickly as well. You kind of have to hit that median speed. Yes, I'm approaching at a weird angle. Feedback full stop.
Full stop, Commander.
Here we go. Feedback landing gear.
Landing gear toggled.
Here we are. Switch
Landing gear deployed.
just a little. Lower a little more. There we are. Oh, that was almost dead on. I'll scooch forward just a little. Oops. Feedback full stop.
Full stop, Commander.
Here we go. It's always a little bit of an irritation to try to hit that full stopping point. I should be good as long as I'm level. Yep, there we go.
Docking successful. Engines
Connected.
disengaged.
So, brief little mission here. Nothing crazy. I just came to deliver a little bit in the way of data. Don't even have storage. Hopefully for the next video, I'll go ahead and engage in some sort of combat mission. The last place I was at didn't really have any that wouldn't get me in a lot of trouble with the cops in the local area. Just because how powerful they are, that's not usually a good thing for a new player. So, I'll go ahead and run another video at that time.